But there it is, your kickoff forecast. So yes, game time right around 80 degrees. We are talking about highs tomorrow in the low to mid 80s across central Maryland. I do think it'll be like today, kind of a mix of sun and clouds. I kept taking my sunglasses off, then putting them back on, then taking them off. I think tomorrow will be a similar picture. Let's talk about the tropics, shall we? So Hurricane Jose, we do have the latest track here for Jose. And right now it is moving slowly to the north. Now the impact for the East Coast right now, we're talking rough surf and dangerous rip currents, perhaps some heavy cloud cover, a few showers, but for the most part, that is pretty much it. You can see maximum sustained winds there still at 80 miles an hour, and as expected, you can see to be back down to tropical storm status as it moves well offshore to the east of us there on Tuesday. I'll show you that on the future cast. Also want to talk about Tropical Storm Maria, expected to strengthen to a hurricane on Monday. As it moves, the center of the storm is going to move near the Leeward Islands, and at that point a Category 1 hurricane. You'll notice though by midweek up to a Category 3 hurricane. So this is something, of course, we'll be keeping a very close eye on. Let's run the track here for Tropical Storm Lee. Lee, though, has not strengthened and is really not expected to at this point, should weaken as this storm moves west right around 8 miles an hour. Temperature right now, we are at 67. It's a little humid out there. As you step outside, you'll feel that. And temperatures upper 60s into the low 70s for the most part. Thank you so much to our weather watcher. So Roy checking in with 70 degrees, mostly clear. Roy, we really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And temperatures there 67, right around 70. The winds, they're certainly out of the southwest. We're pulling in, some of that moist air, adding to that humidity thanks to what's left over from Irma. However, the winds at this point very quiet. Quiet as well here on the radar, you will notice. So high pressure dominating the weekend, and that's making, yes, for a beautiful last weekend of summer. So we have to soak it on up. There's that high pressure I mentioned, and let's jump through the future cast. I want to show you. So here we are tonight at midnight. As we move into the overnight hours, we could see some areas of patchy fog, not expecting it to be particularly dense, but just something to keep an eye on. Sunday, you noticed a tad bit of green. Yes, there's the potential for a stray shower or two, but really for the most part, that should be it. The work week looks pretty quiet. Now you'll notice, yes, there would be Hurricane Jose tracking well to the east of us. We could see a few heavy clouds moving in and a few showers, but really for the most part, it would be out on the water that we're expecting those effects. If you're taking the boat out, east winds right around 5 knots. Tonight, cooling down eventually to 64, and then tomorrow we're headed for 83. There's a look at our 5-day forecast, and you can see temperatures there in the low 80s to start off. Keep in mind, fall starts on Friday. Jonathan.